Welcome to GameStop Hometown Heroes. I'm your host, Joshua Gray, and we're coming to you live from the ESL studios in Burbank, California. Tonight, we're going to feature some of the best online Injustice 2 players from the Chicago region. GameStop Hometown Heroes is an absolutely free program where players can compete in online cups on Sundays, and every week we feature some of the best players in the top 8 double elimination finals on Wednesday. Tonight's region is going to be Chicago. Next week will be Miami. For more information about the program, make sure to visit our website, esl.gg/GameStop Hometown Heroes. Let's take a look at the points these players are competing for tonight. First place, 100 points. Second place, 75. Third, 50. Fourth place, 35 points. And fifth through eighth, we'll be taking home 25 points. Now, these points are critical. They are vital for GameStop Hometown Heroes because at the end of the season, on August 9th, we will know who are the top 4 players in each of these 8 regions. Those top 4 players will go to the GameStop store location in their region and compete in the regional finals on August 12th. Then, the top players from each of those regions will be flown to Las Vegas for the GameStop Consumer Expo. On August 27th, we're going to have the top 8 finals and crown the GameStop Hometown Hero for Injustice 2. Let's take a look at some of the big events that are happening just around the corner and also some big news that has happened in Injustice 2. First of all, Veniality is August 5th through the 6th. GameStop Hometown Heroes Regional Finals August 12th. Summer Jam August 19th through the 21st. Absolute Battle 8 August 27th. And GameStop Hometown Heroes Top 8 is August 27th as well. And E-League will be starting off October 27th. That's going to be a broadcast on Friday night starting October 27th. It's the culmination of the entire Injustice 2 Pro Series. Put it on your calendar. You don't want to miss it. Let's talk about some of the big news that happened in the world of Injustice 2. Last weekend was EVO, and it was one of the best storylines we've ever seen when it comes to NetherRealm games. First of all, Critical Reactions' Honeybee's Flash. The performance was out of this world. The crowd was super hype as we saw him take down the likes of Theo and Sonic Fox. He fell to Dragon and through the loser bracket fought all the way back to face Dragon in the grand finals. Now, he had the mirror matchup of Aquaman, but then changed to Flash and at least took one game. But at the end of the day, it was Dragon, Noble Dragon, the kid who had played in Mortal Kombat X Pro League, fought very, very hard using Alien and now using Aquaman, is your Injustice 2 champion for EVO and is considered the best Injustice 2 player to date right now, but that could change at the next tournament. A huge congratulations to Dragon and congratulations to the Noble squad. Next up, you don't want to miss this. It's going to be Body Count Fighting #2 happening July 27th, right across the street at Machinima Studios. The fight card for Injustice 2 is Awesemo versus Crazy, and then it's Slayer versus Han Rashid. It's going to be live on Twitch and YouTube at 6 p.m. You don't want to miss it. There was no War of the Gods last weekend because of EVO, but you can get more information and sign up for pools happening this Saturday. And Tuesday is the broadcast. The website, gauntlet.gg/war, and the stream is stream.me/war. Let's take a look at the standings for the Chicago region as of last week. Perfect Legend leading the charge with 375 points, followed by Alcatraz, Tweety, and Playing to Win. These are your top 4 players right now, but these points are going to shift after tonight's victories. Let's see who we have tonight in the bracket in our top 8 double elimination for Chicago. OD Alcatraz and JINXD4EV3R will be starting off from the winner's bracket, followed by Anbu Get Wrecked and Mr. Hectic Gamer. Then from the loser's bracket, we have LTH Rage versus Captain DXXM, and then Friction versus Fibonacci. Best of luck to the players tonight, and looking forward to seeing if there's going to be any upsets when it comes to these points. All right, now for social media. We want to hear from you on Twitter. Make sure to send us those tweets using that hashtag Hometown Heroes. You can also like us on Facebook, ESL Injustice, and our VODs are available on YouTube, youtube.com/ESLTV, along with our top 5. And I'm very happy to announce that we have a winner for our Project Triforce Injustice 2, the Versus Collection. It's Shabisti. Congratulations. This is, I think, one of the best ways to repurpose your prom suit is to make a low-cost cosplay of Scarecrow. We're going to be sending you the Injustice 2, the Versus Collection, thanks to our friends at Project Triforce. You get more information about the product at projecttriforce.com. All right, that does it for me for the pregame show. Let me kick it on over to Dustin Kane and Evan Hashimoto to give us a breakdown on 2 of the other regions and to kick off these Chicago matches. Gentlemen.
And thank you, Josh. We're here with Week 7. I am EGP Wonder Chef, joined by Hitbox Godspeed. And today is the story of really how EVO affected our brackets, because there are a lot of players, obviously at EVO, the biggest fighting game tournament in the world, and so we have some players that either rushed right home to get those points and to play in the tournament, or some players that we really haven't seen too much because they weren't at EVO and they managed to make it up. So let's start with Los Angeles, where we did have the first case. Nubcakes made it home just in time to play. So did EGP Crazy, which is why they've actually moved up into those top 2 spots.
Yeah, not only that, some people actually did play from Vegas, I think, as well, just so they could play.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, and then moving forward to the San Franciscan bracket, we have Kinetic Sicario still in first place, with Dab second now, who was in first for quite a few weeks, with Everlast and Cowboy in fourth. That is your top 4. Blind Ducky still in 5th place, trying to climb up, only behind by 10 points.
And that brings us to tonight's bracket, where we have OD Alcatraz, who was at EVO, so he most likely did play from Vegas or made it home really quickly, and he'll be playing against JINXD4EV3R in winners.
It's got to be a fast plane.
Yeah, he's the Flash. He kind of ride with the Flash on Honeybee's back, maybe. Then our second match will be Onbu Get Wrecked against Mr. Hectic Gamer. In losers bracket, we have LTH Rage against Captain DXXM, and Friction versus Fibonacci, which is I think my match that I'm looking forward to the most.
I can only guess why. We'll get into that a little later. But it is going to be the first match of the night. OD Alcatraz and JINXD4EV3R.
All right, now OD Alcatraz is a Cheetah main. Now, if you watched the show last week, we talked a little bit about the OD team. Now, we did see OD2EZ placing really well last week and placing really well at EVO, but this is 2EZ's brother, Alcatraz. Like I said, a Cheetah player, actually from Florida, but entering the Chicago region just to try to win it, because another player from OD is actually
they're each splitting up essentially the regions so that they can all compete and all make it to the finals.
Right, exactly. And Alcatraz just had a really good showing at EVO. Got 33rd place, which is really high considering there were over 800 entrants. Actually, real heartbreaker, had to lose to his brother.
Yeah. All right, but here we go.
Yeah, we have JINXD4EV3R actually playing Robin. So this is a matchup that I think I want to say, like, never seen before, ever. I'm pretty sure this matchup has never happened. 2 characters, extremely rare, but we, of course, did see Hayate playing Robin in top 8 at EVO.
We also know that Osmo plays Robin as well.
Yeah, of course.
From Los Angeles region. Yeah, but you actually started playing Cheetah recently.
I've played Cheetah for a long time. She's a very fun character.
Excuse me, I've only seen you play her recently. You've had I guess a pocket Cheetah.
Oh, for a very long time. Keep a little Cheetah cub in my pocket. But her biggest strength, of course, is how wild she can be, her damage when her trade is up, and just a lot of her kind of scary, unpredictable pressure. Now, the biggest issue with her is that she isn't going to have the largest of normals, and that is going to be a huge problem against JINXD4EV3R, because Robin has, of course, some of the longest, best footsies normals in the entire game.
He's got some mid-range. Definitely got some mid-range.
His mid-range is like, he almost zones you with a sword.
Yeah. One thing I want to say is I do like earlier, Alcatraz is using his meter to flip out of combos, so he avoids getting hit by the back 3 after sword dance. And that's something that I've seen a lot of players do, specifically at EVO, that has been really great to see. These new implementations in the game system being utilized so quickly.
Well, it definitely can save you from a lot of damage, and even more so, it is Robin's Oki that is really scary. Now, there are a lot of different potential setups that you can do, and what's going on here, we're seeing
this is very interesting.
The build meter, very, very smart. Now, Cheetah is a very meter-dependent character.
Yes.
From the ground, she actually cannot convert from her strings without a bounce cancel. Now, bounce cancel, of course, it's 2 bars and cancels immediately into a meter burn forward 3 or back 3. So she really needs a lot of meter to convert from a lot of things that she has. Also to convert from the dive, to get a mix-up off of the leap. She uses meter for a lot.
Yeah,
Alcatraz meter burn back 3s.
She's been fishing for so many meter burn back 3s, finally getting one, but this could be almost the end, and this playstyle, that's it. Wow. So this playstyle from JINXD4EV3R, he has been sitting back, using his trait to kind of create that line in the sand, and then just throwing out as many batterings as he can, and it's actually been working because he's been able to keep out Alcatraz almost indefinitely. There was a few times he got in, but that's that's the first time I've really truly seen Robin zone, and that's because. But the thing is, you have to understand also the character he's playing against, right? Because Cheetah doesn't have a projectile she can try to trade with, and she has to go in. And unfortunately for her, Robin's projectile semi-tracks, so.
It more than semi-tracks. It is like one of the best tracking moves in the entire game.
I'm trying to make it sound not as bad for her, but yeah, it tracks.
No, it's totally true. And normally the reason why we see Robin, I don't know, either losing or not placing as well as he could is because he's the one who gets zoned out.
He does suffer, yes, absolutely.
But against characters like Cheetah, he's the one who's like, control the entire.
This is what it feels like.
He's like, this power, it's too much for me. And Alcatraz, we actually almost saw go to Deadshot, which would have been, of course, turned
would have been the polar opposite of exactly what would have happened. But he is going to try again. Like you said, Cheetah is very meter dependent, and the only issue was that he was burning so many bars on meter burn back 3 that he actually, once he got in and got a hit, he wasn't able to really convert off of anything. Which, I'm not saying meter burn back 3 is a bad option either, but they just weren't working out for him.
Right, and it is tough. It is very, very tough to be able to get enough meter to do everything that you want with Cheetah, especially in a matchup like this. Ooh, sweeps him out of the startup of the Birdarang. Very smart. Ooh, empty jump low.
Oh, okay.
All right, so that string actually has a built-in command grab. It's 1-2 throw, and Alcatraz just hit him with the throw part of it.
All right, gonna get good damage. Nice little knockdown. Could have been a bigger punish on the down 2.
Oh wow, sweeps under.
Oh, and that wake up is so good, but it is punishable. It is actually punishable.
Oh, and actually converted from the Birdarang with the max range blue trade. That was very, very good hit confirm. Of course, Birdarang is extremely plus on hit. So he actually had a good amount of time. Still setting up the traps, using the Birdarangs, building a ton of meter.
And he just runs all the way in full screen. Are you kidding me?
I guess that's footsies.
Oh, and he tried to go for an anti-air blocks. Nice push block, not to lose his life. Wait a second. And that was huge, causing a clash before losing his first life bar. JINXD4EV3R is in a great position right now.
And Jinx looks like he's going to save his meter while Alcatraz can use all of his. So again, not going to be able to get these full conversions from most of the openings.
And look at that, very healthy damage. 420.97.
And it was pretty smart to end in the run right there, because, the Assassin's run. He chose to side switch, even though he knew he might die, because he just wanted that corner, and it's going to be all he needs.
That is it. Wow. JINXD4EV3R looking very comfortable in a matchup against a character of which we honestly don't see that much.
That's true, but he's really taking advantage of his strengths, and I wouldn't be surprised if we did see a switch from Alcatraz.
Where did he go?
I don't know, man.
Nope, he's done. He's like, I quit.
Ooh, well,
I don't want to play against Robin anymore. I'm over this.
No, I can definitely understand that feeling, but hopefully we will get Alcatraz back into the lobby. Now, we did see a potential switch to Deadshot a little bit earlier.
Which would drastically change the landscape of this matchup.
It absolutely would. It would turn it from having to go 100% aggro with Cheetah to being able to play 100% defense. Yeah. Of course, until he gets in. But
oh man, but then that poses the question, does JINXD have a secondary? Like, does he have another character he can pull out to potentially fight Deadshot? Because Robin is not going to be that character that's going to necessarily excel against Deadshot. It's a winnable matchup, but it's rough.
Well, I've had some discussions with, at least with Osmo. We do tend to bring up Osmo quite a bit on here, but he is one of our friends, and he is a Robin specialist. We sort of trust him.
Kind of, yeah.
No, he says that he really likes the Robin Deadshot matchup. Now, Robin does have a pretty good forward walk, so it's pretty interesting.
That's true.
There's an interesting thing that we see in some characters where the startup of somebody's forward walk can be really fast. So he'll start walking and it'll be like, whoop, whoop, and then as soon as he starts walking, it's like slow, chilling, like, in his time. So
he can really walk his way in, essentially.
He can, because what's most important is the very start when you're trying to get around zoning. You know, you duck a bullet, you take a big step. Duck a bullet, take a big step. And that's more important than having a consistent walk speed in that situation.
Right. The only problem, though, still is once he does get knocked down or if trait blue bullets are used, it just sucks for Robin.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be in Deadshot's control. But, you know, Robin gets a one good setup, and that's going to be it.
That's true.
On top of that, Robin has one of the best jump-ins in the game. In fact, maybe multiple of the best jump-ins in the game.
Yeah, it's very difficult to anti-air him. Oh, so we are going to see some Deadshot. And that's another thing, though, that we've talked about before. People tend to forget that Deadshot's pressure game up close and his buttons up close are actually really good, too.
That's a bit of an understatement. They are amazing, which is what we're seeing right now. And this is actually one of the most powerful maps as far as interactable goes.
It really is, though. There's 2 unblockables on either side. Actually, technically 3, I believe. 1 on the right corner as well, if I'm not mistaken. For power characters.
Right. So you can see a ton of damage just from interactables alone. Now, they are both, of course, gadget characters. They can just use the bombs, which, in fact, start their own combo.
Right, and we saw that just there. This has to be my favorite personal stage.
Well, it is
that beautiful face right in the middle.
It is Black Adam stage, the Rock of Eternity. Would be Shazam stage, rest in peace.
God damn it, Shaz.
And as we're speaking, the zoning seems to be working from Alcatraz.
Rest in peace. It was just so subtle the way you threw that in there.
Hey man, I miss him. I miss him.
I know you do.
Ooh, getting caught by the low rifle, and for the last maybe 30 seconds, we haven't seen JINXD even touch Alcatraz.
Yeah, nice use of the interactables though, and that's really clever on Alcatraz's part because he knows he's walked himself into a corner, and once JINXD does get in, it could spell trouble, but he has that interactable that is very solid on use to get out of the corner or just bad situations.
Yeah, especially if you abuse the dive kick part of it. Now, it can be baited. JINXD4EV3R does have a lot of meter if you can make this comeback.
This is starting to look very hopeless now. There's still so much life left on Alcatraz's side. Wakes up low rifle.
Wake up anti-air low rifle. That's it's a read, I guess. And it completely worked. The zoning was exactly what Alcatraz needed in the matchup. Wake up low rifle.
Yeah, I'm still trying to wrap my head around that one. That one
I think
was interesting to see.
He may have been going for the knee, but then there was some weird side switching from Robin, and it may have messed up his inputs and hit a big low rifle, and it worked. It hit.
I think I'm gonna, you know what? Just watching this, I think I'm gonna start playing Deadshot. He seems like he's really fun to play when you're winning.
Oh yeah, I mean, isn't everybody kind of really fun to play when you're winning?
I guess. Well, not really. Adam is boring because when you're winning, it's just like, you know.
Hey, I love Adam. He has easily some of my favorite like animations and lines.
No, he definitely does. I mean, you obviously know that's also my favorite character, but. All right, starts with the low. Again, gets tagged full screen. Both interactables are in play. Not in range though for JINXD4EV3R. Is now Alcatraz is just camping right by that gargoyle. and the problem is JINXD has to go near it, right? He has to go in.
Right. He's going to have to find some way to approach.
Look, there he is.
Oh,
but there, wasted opportunity there for Alcatraz.
He really had to play footsies with that interactable. And exactly what he did. He outspaced it and made sure that it didn't hit him. Oh, wow. Weird trade on Wake Up.
Yeah, down 2. And again, push blocking everything now. Deadshot is actually out of meter completely, but he is going to build it relatively fast.
Ooh, gets him with the reset. And that's a pretty nice life lead. But now the corner's still not a good place for Alcatraz to be. He needs to get out.
Oh, and he's trying to jump out again. He's gotten hit by that almost every single time.
We have seen so many dive kicks. Who knew that Deadshot was a dive kick character?
Apparently he is. I mean, it's fitting that it's on Adam's stage, right?
Yeah, right. Absolutely fitting. Now, JINXD4EV3R has the life lead, but he does not have the stage advantage, although he can kind of choose which side he ends his combos on.
Death is just another test.
This game, though, so far looks so much more evenly paced for JINXD than it was last time. Losing a life bar, actually getting the life bar first from Alcatraz. And maybe he was just trying to get, it's very possible he's actually just trying to get rid of it so that Alcatraz couldn't use it.
I think that's very smart.
Ken slowly making his way in. I like this patience, but then he jumps.
Ooh, and every time that your opponent whiffs a straight shot over your head, it gives you a free dash.
It does. Oh, but here we go with the blue bullets. These will knock you back.
For the record, a ground straight shot does not give you a free dash.
Well,
I just wanted to clarify.
Everyone's trying to dash.
Yeah.
They're just like, what the hell?
Like,
Chef told me you could do this.
Chef lied to me. Oh, and he's going to ride the roller coaster.
The thing is aside from the low gun, his other shots really don't do that much chip. The problem is that, again, with that dive kick, that's got to be irritating.
Oh, and he got out.
For JINXD4EV3R trying to make one last stand, blocks everything. Oh, he has not a lot left to give. This is his tournament life on the line for the night. Oh, and wait, no, that's it.
So Alcatraz tying it up, very, very nice. He manages to keep the corner, or sorry, not to keep the corner, to escape the corner, and that really just ended it right there. As soon as he did that, his opponent was like, oh, I got to do something. Meter burn rolled in, did some crazy stuff. Could have actually got a little bit more of a conversion from the background bounce instead of just the knockdown from 2-1-2. But still, it was close. It was like you said, it was much, much closer than the first round where it was this matchup. And so if we see just a little bit even more adaptation from JINXD, then we could see it go in his
yeah.
Although we are seeing a stage switch, which is going to be really big because that stage, especially the dive kick ability in that right corner,
right?
Yeah.
The corner is really, and Alcatraz was using it very, very efficiently. And the problem was JINXD was not, he was not trying to bait it at all because he knew that Alcatraz was going to go for it.
Oh, and the drop at the very beginning of this game was huge. JINXD could have taken the momentum, but instead, so that Alcatraz run away and get a little bit of life. But now
that was nice.
Turning it around.
Wake up knee.
Oh, he just raw jumps out of the corner, and that is going to be a good position. Will he move in or back up? All right, chooses to back up. That is smart.
And he's trying to throw. What's the technical term for those batarangs? They're not
birdarang.
Birdarang.
Smart birdarangs, actually. The birdarangs that graduated from college. Oh, flips
beautiful
right over.
Flip. Empty jump grab. I like it.
Where did you train?
But the big problem with Robin's grab is it does throw your opponent to full screen. So a lot of time, even if you can open up with a throw, it's not worth it. Which is exactly what we're seeing right here. I mean, look how much damage he got off a throw, but now look how much damage he's taking getting back in.
Yeah, he's potentially going to lose his life bar, and there it is. I saw him just do something also with the yellow trait, the teleport. He hasn't really been using that at all, and he can actually throw that a decent distance to try to get in as well.
Oh, nice meter burn roll, but that's unsafe.
Good blocks, jump in, and that's the life bar. Okay, so if JINXD can hold him here, he no longer has an interactable to flip out on. Nope.
Oh my god, are you serious? And that's why it's the smart birdarang. It knew exactly where Deadshot was, and that was a nice conversion. Alcatraz doesn't have the life lead, and he's getting caught by a few little things while ran all the way full screen again.
He, that was a sprint.
Oh, but again, Alcatraz starting the zoning. JINXD has to get in. Oh, gets anti-aired and a nice conversion.
Who put a hit on me?
This isn't about money.
What's it about then?
I think it's about winning Hometown Heroes Week 7.
That's true. Because it really isn't about money. It's about the points. It's all about the points that lead you to the money.
Oh, yeah. And lead you to glory. But Alcatraz getting out of the corner, that is a huge deal.
Oh, this is so close from Alcatraz coming back and doing a reverse 3-0. Can he do it?
Oh! Okay, that was a really good clash. Both players are out of meter.
Correct.
And that's going to, I mean, it was just a down 2, but
it's just going to reset the position of full screen out, which is exactly what Alcatraz wants. JINXD trying to...
Oh, wow. That was a good meter burn roll.
Alcatraz, oh, there he goes, finally using it.
But doesn't down 2 quite in time, and now there's going to be one chip away, and boom! Alcatraz
knee
making
shot?
It back.
Because it hit him in the ankle.
What?
Never mind.
Oh, knee shot. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Shot him in the shins, and that's going to knock him down into loser's bracket. So very nice 3-0 comeback from Alcatraz, making the counter pick with Deadshot. And I think it's very important to have characters to cover your bad matchups in this game.
Absolutely.
Obviously, Alcatraz is an extremely good cheetah player. We've seen him win many weeks before.
Sure.
More than one in the past, and sometimes you just run into one of those characters, and sometimes it's a weird character. You know?
Sometimes you get zoned out by Robin. really awkward.
But he returned the favor tenfold, at least, maybe 100-fold.